WICR.
Yeah, welcome back. We out here right now with Ben and Jiggity. I'm taking over as host now.
Word.
Ben, you.
What's the show called then?
Oh, it's called the T-Tray Show.
Weak. Never that.
Yo, we in the cut.
We ain't bumping Ill and Penta.
We
ain't bumping Ill and Penta.
Shout out to Bumpin' and Penta, though.
Yeah, shout out to Bumpin'
for having
and
me
Penta.
on their show the other day.
Yeah.
we did a collab with the Midday Mess too with Roberto, so you missed it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So shout out
It was
to
a collab between the Midday Mess in the cut and
Bumpin'
Bumpin' and Penta.
What else we got? TBT. We got Wild Shows.
Uh,
Shout out to Prof.
Armand Rob show.
Shout out to Prof with his bars.
Yes.
Just dropping bars on people.
Yes, and if you like to follow us radio personalities, our Twitter handle is @Benzino_the_hero, @RobJiggity, and Terrence T_100. Tradies.
You can't stay on the radio, Ben.
Weak. All right. NBA. 13 days away.
Yes.
We started this a week and a half.
Yes.
And the Thunder.
Yes.
Oklahoma City Thunder of.
Oklahoma City.
What? You just said Oklahoma City Thunder of Oklahoma?
They in Oklahoma?
What?
Are they in Oklahoma?
Yes. Oklahoma City is in Oklahoma.
All right. So, Oklahoma City Thunder of Oklahoma City.
It's in Nevada.
In Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Obviously.
They are looking to contend for a title this year.
Yes.
And we will discuss what they need to do to succeed, to get to that title. And that little tidbit. Is that a tidbit?
I guess if you...
It gets us charged up.
Here we go!
Charged up. Charged up.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No! This is Patrick!
Kevin Durant coming back for this team is huge.
Huge.
Let's just start off with that. Because former MVP, 3-time, 4-time scoring champion.
Yeah, it's too many to count now. Like
second best player in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
He might
even be arguably the best player in the world.
Arguably the best.
You can make a good argument for that.
People say second. People could say third because Stephen Curry is up there now.
But the dude missed wild games.
Yeah.
And that hurt the franchise.
Yes.
And it did hurt the franchise because not all franchises have the luxury of having a Kevin Durant.
Yes.
The MVP, the All-Star guy we just said. But franchises aren't lucky to have a Russell Westbrook.
I will say that. That is facts right there.
What does Russell Westbrook mean for this team to get to the chip?
What does he
need to do?
What does he mean to the team?
What does he mean to the team? He's
everything.
He's their heart.
Exactly. He's the man of the team.
He's their engine.
The man.
So it's Russell Westbrook's team.
It's not.
No.
He's the man.
He's the engine. KD's the steering wheel.
Yes, that is basically how it is.
Yeah, they were going really fast, but they were crashing.
Yeah, the pedal on.
The pedal was on.
The pedal was supposed to be on because you missing KD. All right, we gotta win games. We gotta get back to the playoff race, and that was the case last year for them.
Yes.
And if you realize, the year before Durant was injured, when Westbrook was injured, they didn't go that. They went to the second round and lost.
Second round.
So, but now this year, Kevin Durant got injured, and they didn't go nowhere.
They
so
didn't make the playoffs.
Exactly.
9th seed.
So basically, you need both of them together.
Yeah, you need a wheel and the engine.
Exactly. So if Westbrook and Kevin Durant, when they come back, like, who knows what can happen, because Westbrook is literally, and I will say, the most impossible point guard to guard in the league.
Yeah.
And that is a fact.
Arguably the most explosive player in the league.
There's no argument. He's definitely the most explosive.
Explosive point guard in the league, I'll say that. Okay.
No, I'm going player.
Most explosive, end-to-end, vertically.
You can say Blake's in that conversation.
Yeah, exactly, that's the thing.
No one has this combination of end-to-end speed, vertical quickness.
So he's the most exciting player to watch.
He is the most exciting player to watch. Other than LeBron, he's the most exciting player.
LeBron's not exciting.
LeBron's not really exciting to watch.
I'd rather.
Oh, because he don't have crossovers. I'm sorry, he don't got crossovers.
He has basic one.
I'm sorry, he don't got a crossover.
Like, honestly, LeBron's
6'8" forward. He's a 6'8" small forward.
You a basic one.
What 6'8" small forward has handles like that?
LeBron has LeBron has all the ball control in the world.
6'8" with handles.
6'8".
That's what you're supposed to have at the 3 now.
Yeah, Melo has better handles than LeBron.
Yeah.
When it comes to crossover,
no.
Carmelo Anthony, just pull up.
No, his handles is way.
LeBron had Melo has so many dribble moves.
And the spin move.
LeBron's having the best player, funnest player to watch on the team. He's not the funnest player to.
I'd rather watch Nick Young.
I'm not watching Nick Young just be, ignorant about all the shots that he take and take up.
Nick Young.
I'm not watching Nick Young take up 3-point shots, think he makes it, and turn around and realize he missed it.
Don't get me wrong. LeBron is still the best player in the world. Still explosive.
Yeah.
Still give you 8 assists, 10 rebounds.
Before D Rose went down, he would have been in that conversation too. Most exciting player to watch.
Yeah. D Rose.
More than likely.
D Rose, I think, before the injury, he was the most exciting player to watch because he has a better crossover than Westbrook.
Yes. Can we get back to watching the Thunder? Is that okay?
All right, yeah.
'Cause if we're watching the Thunder this year, we're gonna see a different at the head coach helm.
Yeah, I like the new coach.
Okay. All right, Antonio. All right, Armand.
They need a coach that can
Bye.
not only rein in Westbrook, but make sure Westbrook doesn't get
Out of control
and take those bonehead shots. We seen last year they probably would have made the playoffs if Westbrook looked and threw a no look to Ibaka down low and dunked it. There was I don't know what game that was.
On some AJ to Kelvin.
Yeah, on I don't know what game it was, but Westbrook was double teamed on the wing.
Oh, when he took the nut 3 in the corner.
It was a mid range jump shot. He airballed on 2 defenders.
I recall that because I also recall 3 same scenario.
He could have thrown to Ibaka. Ibaka was right outside the paint. 1 step, drop, dunk.
Also, they could have made the playoffs if Scott Brooks actually coached.
Yeah.
It's like the dude would have no. Yeah, one reason for that, what Rob just described for the game winner or whatever that he missed, is because are they really discussing timeout? What are they doing? It's not. It don't look like they're running up plays.
They're not running plays.
Not at all.
Westbrook is holding the ball 21 seconds, then pulling up
4, 3, 2,
for
1.
a horrible shot.
4% shot.
For a horrible shot. And Westbrook wasn't looking towards the end of the game for open players, even when he was double teamed. That's partially on Westbrook, but I think it was more on the coach. The coach needs to tell Westbrook, yo, chill out, B.
And that's why he got the boot.
Yeah.
That's man's and all, or quote unquote, Scott Brooks is the man's, but
Scott Brooks took advantage of having 2
top 5 players in the league.
2 top 5 players,
Top
2
6.
possible Hall of Famers on his team.
And they only went to the final once.
Yeah.
Yes, and they
So-
lost in Game 5.
Yes.
Putting in retrospect of what do the Thunder have to do for this season to get to the chip? Do the Thunder have to get to the chip?
They have to.
They
Yes.
have to.
With a healthy Westbrook, healthy KD, they need Ibaka to come back and be a shot blocker, rim protector like he was.
He can still take his shots, but we need you to do your dirty work on defense.
Yeah, he needs to do his dirty work first.
Rewarded.
And on top of that, the pickup of Ennis Cantor too.
Ennis
which is great.
Cantor,
That's iffy. That's iffy.
that's iffy.
That's iffy.
He's still sus in my eyes.
Because look, same deal for James Harden. They
That
could
is-
have had James still.
But
Nah.
James Harden went in.
No, they offer the same money, same years. But you know what? Luxury taps wise.
But James Harden went in
scenario.
became this whole superstar that he
James
is
Harden
now.
would
That's
be
the
the
thing.
James Harden we
We
know.
love-
James
we
Harden
know
we see
and
on
love.
2K.
Yeah, and another thing, Dion Waiters
Who's
needs to become their solid 6 man. He needs to become more consistent.
So the Thunder should have got Jim Boeheim to coach their team because when Dion Waiters, he got drafted 4th overall,
Yes.
being the highest scoring player for the Syracuse Orange,
Yes.
coming off their bench,
Yes.
4th overall, just like that.
Dion Waiters is capable of it. I think he needs to come off the bench. He needs to give you 15, solid 15, maybe 2 assists.
He needs 13, 2, and 4.
I don't. But Dion Waiters is more of like an inside player though. Like he's better.
Yeah.
Like he's not like he got a jump shot though. Obviously, like
He's a
he got-
driving kick player, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. So
He needs to get his 13 to 15 a game with at least 2-3 assists.
Should they use Dion Waiters like they use Reggie Jack, or they're completely different?
I think they're kind of.
There's similarities and there's differences. Reggie Jackson was a lot more aggressive when it comes to
and more of a point guard role.
Yeah, he's a point guard. We seen him get 20 assists before in Detroit. And we see him going high on these dunks. Dion Waiters could dunk on people. I seen him dunk on people, but Dion Waiters needs to get more aggressive when looking to dunk on people.
But the things that they have in common, like they're both great defensive players though.
Yeah, they both
especially-
could guard the position.
Exactly, especially out on the wing, like just playing aggressively and everything too. Dion Waiters, he loves those one-on-one situations and he loves isolation plays so much.
He loves calling for the ball.
Basically, and like it's gonna be hard to do that when you have KD and Russell Westbrook on your team. You got two top 5 superstar players on your team, though.
Yeah.
So
The coach needs to sit down with Dion and tell him, just like he talking to Westbrook, talk to Dion, yo. You're not gonna get the ball out often. You got scorers all around you.
I mean, he should
But
know this.
when you get the ball, you're gonna be aggressive. That's what they need to tell him.
He should know this by dealing with the Cavs. I'm like, hey, you got LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love.
The thing is, LeBron is, I think, the most ball dominant player in the NBA, because LeBron does so much with the ball that he has to have the ball in his hands every third play, doing something with the ball, either trying to pass it, or trying to score it. He's a playmaker. He's a scorer. He does everything for the team.
He's a rebounder.
So I think with KD could defer sometimes in the first 3 quarters to Dion.
And to Russell. Let's say Russell first. And that's a criticism by KD. He was deferring too much to Russell.
The thing is, how many number 1 players will defer in the first 3 quarters and still kill you in the fourth?
None.
KD does that. He'd be like, oh yeah, Russell, get 30.
That's the Reaper aspect.
Get 30, Russell. I'm about to hit this game winner.
Mang.
Bang.
Mang.
We're going home, guys.
Yeah. TGI Fridays. Party at Chili's. Get your reservations.
Party at Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Oh, jiggity.
All right. This in the cut segment of What Do the Thunder Have to Do This Season is wrapping up.
Whew.
And our show's wrapping up. On WICR, Iona College Radio. Follow us at Twitter. On Twitter at WICR1. And on the gram at WICR_Iona College Radio. And please read this every hour, so I'm going to try to read this. Standout indie rock singer, songwriter Mac DeMarco showcases Medelic? What's that say? Medelic? Melodic? That does say Medelic.
Melodic. You can say melodic. Melodic.
All right. So standout indie rock singer, songwriter Mac DeMarco showcases Medelic guitar and
It says melodic. Melodic.
All right, go ahead.
Guitar and spontaneity.
Oh my gosh.
What's that say?
Spontaneity.
Oh, college kids.
All right.
Yo, spontaneity, Ben.
Standout indie rock singer, songwriter Mac DeMarco showcase melodic guitar and spontaneity at the Capitol Theater in Port Chester, New York, on Saturday, October 10th. What's today's date?
Oh. That was pointless. That one's pointless.
That one goes for the booper reel.
Let's. Any shout outs, guys?
Hey, Terrence.
Terrence, any shout outs?
Hey, Terrence, you have any shout outs? The 10th, take this down.
No, I'm just saying. That was funny though. Ben's over there reading like Flynn Mayweather. I'm Ben.
I'm Terrence Taylor.
I'm Benzino. I'm Ben Vasquez. For every
I'm Oslo.
melody spontaneity on October 10th. Oh, this is point.
Yeah.
You gotta read it again? No, Ben.
Alright, so any shout outs, Terrence?
Any shouts, Terrence?
Shout out to the prof.
Word, shout out, prof.
Shout out, prof.
Shout out to the prof. Shout out Josh C.
Word.
BC. Brendan Clark. Armand, Antonio, Jersey. Ian. Jared.
Rob.
Brother Man.
Robbie.
Arlen.
Robbie.
Shout out to Darius.
Yeah, shout out to Darius too. Shout out to John. Out there doing security.
Shout out to Murray for calling you.
Shout out to you might scrap after that.
Yeah. I don't.
Shout out to Murray calling you out on your show.
Well, what time we got class tomorrow?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock? All right.
Thursday, it's on site for him.
It's going down Thursday, 2 o'clock in the radio.
It's on site.
the Hero verse. Mike Demerges. Order on pay-per-view.
It's on site for you. Anyway, who else?
Who else got shout?
Shout out to all our parents.
Shout out to all the parents, man.
We ain't shouting no girls. Oh man.
Oh
man.
We got any?
I don't get TOs though.
You gonna shout out Chelsea or no?
We already did.
Chelsea was here. Shout out Chelsea.
Shout out to Catherine and Ajite though.
Word.
Shout out to Gina.
Oh, you can shout out to Gina. I don't say it like you do.
I don't see her.
Weak. I'm gonna say hello to Laura.
Word.
Yeah.
Who's Laura? Who's Laura?
FSMP shout outs?
Yeah. Shout out Will.
All
shout
my
out Alex.
on the field. All right.
Shout out
How many Kurz?
Shout out Edie. Shout out Chris Kraft.
Shout out Chris Kraft.
Shout out Chris Jawasilis.
Chris Jawasilis. Shout out to Onster.
Shout out to my sister. Yeah, well, shout out
FG Swank.
to Rob Vasquez.
Word.
Shout out to the intramural team about to take over the season
Shout
though.
out to Swank.
Shout out to Swing.
They gotta take over the season though.
Game plan. Shay.
Shout out to Nick the Sapia.
Steph. A-Runs. A-Runs got a new cover out.
Yeah,
Yo, peep the cover.
A-Runs.
Oh, man.
Go to YouTube. Type in Aaron Humphrey.
Yeah, and look up at the cover. We got some Wale joint in there.
He has-
just dropped a new joint. Shout out to Kareem, too.
Word.
Shout out to Dave.
I haven't seen Dave in a
I
while,
haven't
but
seen
shout
Dave
out.
and him in the year, but that's a homie. Don Day, Rennie.
There's a lot of shout outs.
Who else we got?
Dakari.
Yeah, I said Dakari.
Oh, there's a lot
Shout out to my man's Freddie.
A lot
Word.
of shout outs, man.
And yeah, shout out to Terrence Barber, WICR in the cut, Benzino, Jiggity, Terrence Taylor.